Yes, it is the 3rd of November, 17 days until the World Cup kicks off, and 18 days until England play against Iran. I'm going to be going through the 26-man squad that I think Gareth will pick. Obviously, Gareth is going to choose a 55-man squad, but that is just too much. It's too much to name because he's almost going to be cutting more than 50% of that squad. So, yeah, I'll just go with the 26-man squad, the final squad that I think will go on the plane and go to Qatar, and then let's go through the 26-man squad that are going to bring football home. So let's kick off. Starting off in goal, the three goalkeepers that I've gone with. Starting off, Jordan Pickford. I think he's going to be the starter. He's going to be the number one. Jordan Pickford has played two major tournaments now. He's never upsetted England. He's been good in the tournaments. Obviously, there was numerous questions about his form with his current club, Everton, but that doesn't matter because when he puts on that England shirt, he's the main man. He is the number one keeper, no doubt about that. Second choice goalkeeper, in case anything happens to Jordan Pickford, and fingers crossed he can make it to Qatar, Aaron Ramsdale. Obviously, he hasn't had a chance so far. The two friendlies, Nick Pope played in net, but I think Aaron Ramsdale, all-round keeper, is a better goalkeeper than Nick Pope. He's good with his feet, which Nick Pope comes under major scrutiny when it's about dealing with his feet. So Aaron Ramsey, second choice. Third choice goalkeeper, it's a controversial one. You could go with whatever, but I've gone with Dean Henderson. I'm not being biased. I'm not being biased at all. I just think Dean Henderson has been playing really well in a bad Nottingham Forest side, and he's been impressive. So I'll go with Dean Henderson, a third choice keeper, and we've seen what Nick Pope can do. He's a good goalkeeper. Whichever one you go with, I don't think you will be under any sort of questioning with that. Defenders. First defender, Harry Maguire. He should be in the squad. He should be starting. Harry Maguire is a good defender for England. Club form leaves a lot to be questioned, but Harry Maguire for England is a solid centre-back and a trustworthy one, so Harry Maguire comes into the team all day long. Second choice is John Stones. I think John Stones has been enjoying great form at Manchester City, but to be honest, who wouldn't? They're a team with numerous stars everywhere around the pitch, so it makes John Stones' job a lot easier, but I think he's a good defender, so he should be in the squad. Eric Dyer, he should be coming. Obviously, I think we're going to play three at the back, and with Kyle Walker racing time to get back, I think maybe you will go with the three of Harry Maguire, John Stones and Eric Dyer, but hopefully Kyle Walker can come back in time and then fill in his spot, because Kyle Walker's a starter all day long. Lewis Dunk. Obviously, you need a different type of centre-back in case anything, because this is such a short period of time and you cramming players in. So I think Lewis Dunk offers us something different. He's a different type of defender, big, can head the ball and whatever. So I'll go with Lewis Dunk. Ben White. He's the next one. The reason I go with Ben White is because Ben White can play at centre-back and at right-back. Or I think he could play the third defender with the three at the back. So Ben White should be coming to the World Cup. Obviously, he wasn't picked last time out, so you'll be hoping that Gareth Southgate changes his mind. But I think, Ben White should be in the team, and I don't think he will start, but he should be in the team, definitely. He's on that plane. The next one is going to be causing a lot of controversy. It's a controversial one. Trent Alexander-Arnold. He should be in the squad. He should be in the squad all day long. Such a good attacking right back. Defensively, not so. But he offers us a lot going forward, and if you're playing a team like, say, Iran, you don't need to go defensive against Iran. You don't need to go defensive against lesser teams. So Trent should be there. He could get minutes, but I don't think he'll be starting. But Trent, no doubt, no question about that one. Trent goes to the World Cup, and as well with Reece James and Kyle Walker, not sure that they will be making the World Cup. I think Trent is a nailed-on choice to be in the squad. Luke Shaw, obviously, with what happened to Ben White yesterday. Currently, I'm filming this, and yesterday Chelsea played against Dynamo Zagreb, and Ben Chilwell came off. So maybe Ben won't make it to the World Cup. It seems like he's done his hamstring. So Luke Shaw's in the squad. He would be in the squad regardless, even if Ben Chilwell was fit, but now he's just guaranteed. Kieran Trippier, obviously, I think he will be the starter, the wing-back role. I think Kieran Trippier starts. And in case if anything happens to Luke Shaw on the other side, Ben Chilwell can fill in at left wing-back. So, yeah, no questions about that. Enjoying great form in a really good Newcastle side. The other one is a controversial one because he hasn't played for quite a while now. But he's going to be back. Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker comes, obviously, take a risk. I don't think he'll be 100% fit, but you can only take one risk, to be honest, not two. So you don't take Reece James and Kyle Walker. You just take one of them, and I'll go with Kyle Walker. The next one, Fikayo Tomori. Obviously, I just watched AC Milan's game yesterday, and he was brilliant. Fikayo Tomori should go to the World Cup. I'm not saying he's going to start, or he should be a starter, but he should be going to the World Cup. And the last defender is Connor Cody. Connor Cody goes to the World Cup. He goes because apparently he's a great player in the dressing room. He's been playing well for Everton as well, so it's not just like we bring in a player that's got to be an extra number in the dressing room. No, he's a good player, and he's been playing well for Everton. Everton have looked solid in the last couple of weeks, so Connor Cody goes to the World Cup. Midfielders now. First one, Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham goes. He starts for me. Brilliant. I think he's captain Borussia Dortmund twice now in a Champions League game. Just shows the level of maturity that Jude Bellingham's at. So yeah, he goes to the World Cup, no doubt about that whatsoever. Next one is Mason Mount. Mason Mount goes to the World Cup. He's been enjoying great form under Graham Potter. Great player. He's found a form in the right time, and that's the key moment about it. In the right time, Mason Mount's found great form, and he's going to the World Cup, no doubt about that. Just a controversy over whether he will start or not. Declan Rice. He's starting for me. Declan Rice, defensive midfielder, West Ham captain, an absolute machine. Declan Rice, brilliant player, to be honest, performing at a mid-table team, with all due respect to West Ham. So, yeah, Declan Rice goes. Next one, Phil Foden. Come on, what more can we say about Phil Foden? It's just whether we can, Southgate can find a system to work with Phil Foden. But that guy, he's just brilliant. The guy's class written all over. I mean, you don't play for Manchester City. You don't start for Pep Guardiola if you're not gifted and if you're not a brilliant player. So Phil Foden goes to the World Cup and he starts. Next one, Conor Gallagher. That's really a controversial one, but Conor Gallagher goes. He goes to the World Cup. He's been playing for Chelsea. Really good player. That's one for the future there. Conor Gallagher is a brilliant player. His movement, his shots, his passing, everything's brilliant about Conor. He goes to the World Cup. The last midfielder, James Ward-Prowse, for the free kicks. He offers us something different. I don't think Southgate will go with. That's one that I'm kind of 50-50 on, because I don't think Gareth Southgate will take him. He hasn't taken him a few times. He's been left out of squads, so I think Gareth Southgate won't take him, but I will take him all day long. But I'm not the manager of England, so yeah. James Ward-Prowse. Attacking. Your forwards. So now we've got, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 5 spots left. Obviously, it's a 26-man squad. First one, obviously, team captain, best player in the team, one of the top 3 strikers in world football. You guessed it, Harry Kane. No doubt. Let's just hope, fingers crossed. Obviously, I'm recording this, as I said, and we still got a couple of games to play. Hopefully, he doesn't pick up any injuries. Harry Kane goes, Harry Kane goes, Harry Kane starts, Harry Kane's the captain. Harry Kane plays every single minute of the tournament if he can stay fit. That's it. Previous Golden Boot winner of the World Cup. Yeah, we've got a star in our team, and that's Harry Kane. Next one, Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling goes. Hasn't been enjoying the best form at Chelsea. I think is not the best start, not the start he would have imagined, but he still goes, and I think he still starts. He scored yesterday against Dinamo Zagreb, but I'm sure Chelsea fans will want to see more of Raheem Sterling in West London. He hasn't proven himself to what the fans would have expected. So yeah, Raheem Sterling goes to the World Cup, no doubt about that. Next one, it's not me being biased or anything. Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford goes. He goes to the World Cup. Obviously, he's familiar with England. He's been there the last 3 tournaments: the Euro 2016, 2018 World Cup, and the 2020 Euros. So Marcus Rashford goes. He's familiar with England. He's a good player. He can play on numerous positions, so he goes. Marcus Rashford goes to the World Cup. Next one is the golden boy, the star boy, whatever the Arsenal fans want to call him in North London, Bukayo Saka. Fantastic. Bukayo Saka, brilliant player. We need these type of players in our team. Players that can pick the ball up and make things happen, and Bukayo Saka is one of them. Against Germany last time out, he came and he absolutely lit England up. After we were lethargic, we were tired, we didn't look at it that day. Bukayo Saka came in. That's one player, he changed the game. So Bukayo Saka goes to the World Cup, no doubt about that. The last 2 controversial ones, but I'll still take them. Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney, obviously, he's enjoyed brilliant form at Brentford. Obviously, slowed down a little bit from the last international break, but Ivan Toney goes. He goes to the World Cup because of his penalty brilliance. I think he hasn't missed a penalty so far. So you're talking about a player that's 10 out of 10 on penalties, and we need that. Last time we didn't win a tournament, we lost in the final to Italy because of penalty shootouts and the lack of brilliance from the spot. So Ivan Toney goes to the World Cup all day long. And the last player, the final one on the plane, Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham goes to the World Cup. Obviously, it was controversial. I was thinking either Tammy Abraham or Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but I've gone with Tammy Abraham. Yes, he plays in Italy. Yes, maybe not Gareth Southgate's favourite. He likes players. He tends to like players that play in the Premier League, but Tammy Abraham goes. Brilliant striker, playing under one of the best managers in football, Jose Mourinho. So yeah, Tammy Abraham goes. And yeah, there you have it. There's my 26-man squad. Obviously, I'll do a reaction when Gareth Southgate does post his actual 26-man squad, and hopefully it's similar to mine. I think mine is good. Maybe 1 or 2 players here and there, but I think my 26-man squad is decent, and that's your squad to bring football home. Football's coming home. That's it. We came close in 2018. We came closer in 2020, and 2022, we're going to reach glory. So yes, I've got no doubt about it. Football's coming home. England are winning the World Cup. Come on. 3 lions on the shirt. Let's go.